Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about a list of 5 different mistakes that low rank players commonly make. So this is obviously not all the mistakes that low rank players make, but this is many of the important ones that if you're lower rank, and by the way, by lower rank I mean plat and below. I'm not saying the diamond is high elo, but if you're diamond, you might not make some of these. You're probably less likely to make some of these, although some of them you definitely are. So this can apply to any rank, some probably more than others, but I'm going to start with the first one, which is play the objective, not for kills. And this is something that I think particularly duelist players, because I know that I've done this in the past, where you just kind of want to get kills. Really, if you want to rank up and improve and, you know, go for your whatever your goal might be for rank, then you're going to want to play the objective, which isn't always play kills, which is actually often not playing kills. A lot of the time the round win will just be a byproduct of you getting the kills. But if you're just running in every round, for example, if I'm A main or B main, I'm just running in for kills, I'm not really talking to my team, and I just run into site and I die, then, you know, that's not how we should be playing our life. We should be playing the objective, and by the objective, I mean you should be playing towards site. You should be playing for the spike. If the spike goes down, you should be playing around it. If the spike is planted, either you're defending it or, you know, trying to get it to blow up, but yeah, so that's what I mean by the objective. If you're currently not playing the objective very much, then that's something you can definitely work on. But next, we have pick 2 to 3 agents in the same role and stick to them. So this is something I coach people quite frequently. If you guys aren't familiar with my channel or you're kind of new, I coach people frequently, and people always tell me, like, okay, I play this agent, this agent, this agent. They tell me like that they play 5 or 6 agents, and these agents are all in like 4 different roles. It's like, yes, you can flex, you can fill, but to what extent can you really fill efficiently, right? And by efficiently, I mean how good can you be on that many agents simultaneously playing all of them. So like if you were to play one agent after the other for 6 games straight, you're probably going to be worse off if you're to just play 2 or 3 agents. So this advice is to simply just pick 2 or 3 agents that are hopefully in the same role. It's okay if you have 2 agents, like for example 2 agents in duelist, and then you have a third one that you might play like not as often, but it's like a fill role and it's a different role. That's completely fine. But if you have like 4 agents and all of them are in different roles, I'd probably ask you to pick a different role. Unless you just really want to fill and you're actually decent at all of those roles and agents. So, yeah, that's pretty important. Not much else to say about it. Just, you know, comes down to muscle memory and knowing what to do on certain agents, what you have the potential to do. So if you like one trick a character, obviously you're going to be really, really good at that character. And that's not necessarily good, because then, you know, if your agent gets picked, you have to dodge every single time. Either dodge or pick a different agent that you're not as good at. So that's why we really want 2 to 3. So if you guys have any questions about that or what your agent pool is, and if you want me to help you find another agent, just let me know in the comments. But next we have a plan before the start of each round. This is something that literally I feel like every single player below a certain rank does, or doesn't do, I should say. So say, another way of putting this is autopiloting. Autopiloting means that you automatically do things without thinking about what you want to do. So at the start of rounds, on both attack and defense, but especially on attack, because on attack you have to really have a plan to take site. People will just kind of, like, you know, you might just run to the same place every single time on attack or defense. It's kind of okay if you're doing that on defense, but if you're a duelist, you really want to be swapping around anyway. So if I spawn 3 rounds in a row and I come to the same place, like, it's okay if your team's collectively wanting to push that place, but if you're just randomly going there without thinking about it, then, you know, that's bad. So the idea here is that you want to have a plan. So the plan might be, okay, I want to pick mid, and then also you can tell your teammates what the plan is. You don't have to, but I think that's really a valuable thing. That's also something I didn't include on this list is comms, which I probably should have actually. So what we can do is say, all right, in our just like thinking in our head, okay, I'm gonna fight mid, and then I'm gonna try to either group with my team or walk up cat. So say I'm walking up here, I see one, we kill him, and then we fall back, right? Because we don't want to keep pushing, because if we die after that pick, then it's a 4v4. We give away the lead, the 5v4 that we have. So really, at this point, we really want to group. But this, you know, we could do this anywhere. We could think, okay, I'm gonna get a kill B main. I'm gonna get a kill A main. Team, can you guys come with me and help me in case I die and trade me? Stuff like that. This also goes back to playing the objective. You know, you don't just want to be playing for kills just for fun. Like yes, you can peek this, but maybe ask a teammate to trade you just in case you die. So, you know, double peek or something. And then you can say, okay, I'm going to walk up mid. Just a very basic plan. You don't have to be, like, strategizing like you're in a professional tournament here. You don't have to say, okay, guys, let's go here, push our spawn to B. Like, you don't have to do all this crazy stuff. Just, like, walk up, look for one fight, fall back. Don't put yourself in a bad position. Don't expose yourself to too many angles. Don't peek and op. You know, stuff like that. Don't keep going to the same place is the point of this one, though. So, rule number 4, or not rule, I guess, but mistake number 4 that people make. I guess I am kind of turning these into rules, though. So, the next one is blame yourself and not your teammates, ever. So, obviously, you shouldn't blame yourself, like, super hard, because that's also kind of a mistake, or kind of a problem, that will arise often. But, the reason you shouldn't blame your teammates is because if you're playing the objective, if you want to win, blaming your teammates is not going to do anything. And in higher ranked games, a lot of games, people will, like, literally never, like, blame teammates. It's really, really nice to see, but it obviously doesn't always happen, sadly, because of the nature of a competitive game like this. But basically, if you have, like, say, because this is going to happen, right? You're going to be in a game, your teammate's going to do something absolutely atrocious. Instead of saying, that was horrible, like, instead of, like, blaming them, flaming them, whatever, just say, it's all good, don't worry about it, we got the next round. That's all that you have to say, and it will literally keep your team's morale up, and that is all that you need to win the game. You don't need to flame your team. I don't know why I can't make this jump as well, but yeah, yeah, that's all you have to do, though. If someone on your team does something horrible, or if someone on your team is doing something to make you upset or angry, then, you know, just keep it to yourself. Like, keep communicating. Understand that the only factor that you have control over in this game is yourself. Blaming your teammates is only going to get you farther away from whatever rank goal you want to hit. So just focus on yourself. Focus on what you can improve on. Focus on where you can go. Remember, have a plan. Play the objective. Bring your teammates up. Don't put them down. And if you can, take the blame. Say, sorry guys, that was my bad. Even if you really know that it was actually someone else's bad more, just say, that was my bad. I got it this time, though, guys. Because then what that will naturally do is make them want to also do better. And that is the biggest hack to this game that you can ever get, is mind gaming your teammates into actually wanting to win. Because there's so many things, out of all the things that you can do to make your team not want to win, there's literally so many things you can do to not make them want to win. If you can make them actually want to win more than when they came in, or than the current round that you're in, then you're gonna go far, honestly. You can literally make it to plat or diamond just off of that, and just consistent play, or even farther. Like, you know, people in Immortal don't even do this a lot of the time. IGLs are good at this. People that are good at communicating are good at this usually, unless they're just in a bad mood. But yeah, this one's really important. So yeah. So the last one is stop crouching, or unbind crouch. My last video is actually about this, but it actually blew up, so I decided to put it in this one as well. So basically, the reason crouching is not good is because people use it in bad ways in lower ranks, and by lower ranks, I basically mean every single rank in solo queue. So yes, some pro players you'll see do it in gunfights. That is because they know exactly what they're doing every single time that they crouch, and well, you're not a pro, so you probably don't think about these types of things. And also, I'm not really sure what they're doing, to be honest, because I don't crouch whenever I shoot. So I would highly suggest unbinding it, especially if you think you're crouching too much, or if you're crouching during the middle of gunfights. Just unbind it and see what you can do. See if your ability to aim and your overall skill improves. And you only have to keep it unbound for, like, I would suggest like a week. I kept mine unbound for like a month, because then I realized what crouch is actually really useful for, which is like basically jumping onto things that are like too high. Then also hiding behind things like this. So that's what you should be using crouch for, majority. I would highly suggest just not using crouch in gunfights, basically ever. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you. Whenever you crouch, it makes your hitbox smaller, so if someone's aiming at your chest and you crouch, their crosshair is gonna be on your head, which means people that have bad aim you're gonna give them an easier time to you're making yourself, you know, you're making yourself smaller, which, you know, might seem like a good thing, but it's just not. It's also messing with your aim. See how my aim goes like this? People are asking specifically about crouch spraying. The one benefit to crouch spraying is that you can move while you spray, because the movement whenever you're spraying is slow enough to actually be able to control the spray. But is this worth it? Not really. Like, why not just, you know, why not just learn to counter strafe or just spray while standing and then like move? Because like when you're moving, when you crouch, you're so much slower, you see, as compared to just like a normal movement with the gun out. So this makes it so easy. This is another reason it makes people so easy for them to hit you. So yeah, this is, I don't think it, I mean, quite frankly, I don't think it's a controversy. I think it's just a fact that you shouldn't crouch in gunfights if you're not a pro. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, I don't think there's any room for discussion. You should just unbind it, not use it. Only use it for like jumping up on top of things and crouching behind things. Crouching in gunfights is not good unless you know exactly what you're doing. That is my take. Some people might have a different take. Some people probably think it's good for gunfights. But if they're not a pro, then don't listen to them. If there's a pro telling you that, then you can listen to them. It's fair game. But otherwise, if you guys have any other questions, if you really did like this video, you want more, you know, 5 common mistakes that lower ranked players, I can definitely come up with like literally 50 of them. So yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, join my coaching, follow my Twitch, follow my Twitter. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.